because I think, if anything, acting, the wonderful side of acting, it's about trying to understand. And you can be a totally judgmental person, and I think on a bad day, horrendously, I am, but actually you're not allowed to be a judgmental person when you're dealing with the character that you're playing, and you have to find a way of understanding what they're doing, and I love that. I find that totally fascinating. Saying that, at the end of doing Anna Karenina, I did realise that I pretty much played characters that had died or something horrendous had happened in the previous 5 years, and I just wanted to do something positive. So this year I did one film about friendship and making an album, and then I did a very Hollywood thriller that has a lovely happy ending, and I was really, really pleased to do that this year. I will be going back to the dark ones though, because I do find those pretty fun.
So what are the next two?
One is called Can a Song Save Your Life, with the lovely Mark Ruffalo, which is the one about album and friendship, and positive, lovely. And the other one is Jack Ryan, which is a thriller with that's directed by Ken Branagh, which is very exciting because I have loved his work and his acting particularly, but his directing as well for a very long time, so it was great to work with him. What intrigued me the most was the relationship with Karenina as a whole. Because we knew that we didn't just want to paint him as the baddie, that it couldn't be that simple. And I think when Joe decided to cast Jude, which was quite early on, you know, it was already not going to be as simplistic as going, oh well, he's ugly, and so she left him because he wasn't fit enough, you know, which I think it could be very easily. So we wanted to kind of create this idea that these were two people that would have been quite dazzling, you know, and that he would have been a catch, and she would have learned a lot from him, and there are points, there is love there, it's just that he's this incredibly repressed kind of creature, so building up that idea that the relationship is falling apart and that he's not giving her what she needs and everything, but that there is a love there, and it's the great tragedy is that she cannot see it, she cannot see that he loves her, and they just keep missing and they can't express it. Like there's a scene in it where, you know, where after she's gone back to him, and what she can't handle is his forgiveness just before she leaves him again. And at any point in that, if you just, I think that says it all, if you just hate me, if you just shout, if you just scream, if you just show anything, then I could understand you, but without it, there's no understanding. I found all of that totally fascinating.
The question was, have you read War and Peace?
Yeah.
And in comparison, how do you feel about that to Anna?
Oh, I much prefer War and Peace. Sorry, I mean, just as the punter kind of reading it, War and Peace was the first book that I read. I left school at 16 and felt really, 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 really stupid about leaving school, and to try and prove that I wasn't so stupid, tried to take on Proust, which failed miserably, and then took on War and Peace, and actually you just find that it's not, I mean, it is the most sensational piece of literature, but actually it's just one of the most brilliant stories ever written. And I loved it, and Natasha is probably one of the best female characters ever, but I hate to say this, I don't think a film should be made of it, because you'd have to cut too much out. I mean, because it's about twice the size of Anna Karenina, you know, but yeah, if anyone hasn't read it, it is definitely worth going on.